Want to elevate your game? Want to reach an engaged audience? Have no fear. Advertise your business on our podcast. Connect with us, the Coffee with Joy Talk Show podcast, and let's grow together. Email us, and we surely look forward to hear from you. Welcome to Coffee with Joy. I'm your favorite host, Joy. So excited to have you all here in the studio. I'm so excited to have my guest, Cece, as we talk about business overflow. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you someone who's looking to start their own business or who wants to be part of the community? Well, have no fear. My guest, Cece, she does that and more. So today we're going to talk about entrepreneurship and how does she operate being a wife, or working in the community, as well as running her own business. So keep in mind, we know that voting is over. Let me know what your thought. Let me know what you're thinking. Give me some ideas. Let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts about voting? And if you're not a U.S. citizen or you're not part of it, tell us how you feel. Because I know that this voting has really not only erected United States, but it has done other countries as well. So I know many people on social media have given their insight, their thoughts. We would love to hear what are your thoughts? What were you thinking? Who were you hoping to win? So please let us know in the comments below and look forward to many great things. And make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow Coffee with Joy. We'll love to have you on, for we know we are normalizing a difficult conversation over here. For we all know everything stems with the conversation. How do we get to the next point? How do we operate? How do we move? What is it to do? But everything starts from the conversation, where the verbal, nonverbal, email, it all starts with a conversation. Well, enough with that. Let's bring my guest, Cece, on. We're going to bring on. Hey, Cece. So excited to have you, Cece. Before we jump right in, can you tell people a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to jump right into our conversation?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Joy, for having me on this amazing platform. I love what you're doing. I am excited to be here with you on Coffee with Joy. So kudos to you. Claps for you for going after what you believe in and what you're passionate about. So everybody, yes, I'm Cece here. And I am the founder of the Cecilia J Collection. And where that came from is it stems from the deep-seated legacy of my grandmother, Joan Savoy Penn. So my grandmother was a staple. I tell people she was a woman in entrepreneurship when women in entrepreneurship wasn't a thing. Now, we all doing it. You know what I'm saying? But some decades ago, that wasn't what you saw a woman doing. And so she blazed the trail for myself, for a lot of other young women, especially in the DMV area, to be able to see how you can be an entrepreneur and how you can grow that. So from that, I started a company called Jules by Joan. And I added the name too, because that was my grandmother's company. She was Jules by Joan. And then I just did Jules by Joan too when she passed away. And so it was great. I was doing a bunch of stuff, having fun doing it, but still was working a full-time job and still was working 9 to 5 in corporate America in government contracting. And so one day I just needed a better quality of life. I needed some release. I had a lot of stress on me. And so I ended up quitting that job and venturing out and doing a lot of things entrepreneurially and different things like that. And so which that birthed Cecilia J Collection from the Jules by Joan, which I started from my grandmother. So it's so funny that we talk about this, because my grandmother's name was Joan. My name is Cecilia Joan. My grandmother was Joan Cecilia. So my aunt always teases me that I'm the inverse of my grandmother. And so I originally didn't want my company to be called the Cecilia J Collection. It was going to be CC something, CC whatever. And the name was taken when I went to trademark it. I couldn't get it and I was devastated. And so I just find it funny because my grandmother used her name. I ended up using my name. And now here we are with the Cecilia J collection. We are a lifestyle brand. We do all things cute and comfy. Okay. I tell people I'm not selling you ball gowns. I'm not selling you anything you need to wear on a red carpet. I'm not selling you date night stuff. But what I am selling is a cute apparel that you can go to the grocery store in and the cookout. I'm selling you cute things that you can work out in and transition into another event and go grab some lunch or do some things. Travel, the best travel wear you will ever find when you get on the airplane. So we are all things cute and comfy for any size women, all size women.
Wow.
So that is what we are about. I have loved fashion and loved beauty all of my entire life. My grandmother was a fashionista. I called her the original queen of bling bling, and it passed down to me. And so that's how I started the Cecilia J collection, and we've morphed into a bunch of other things that I'm sure we're going to talk about later on in this show. But that just gives you a little quick a quick intro into what I have going on and how the business came about.
Wow, that's such a mega intro, let me tell you. Because I'm over here just like a kid. I'm sitting on the carpet listening to story time, like, wow, this is a whole lot. Like it's always great to hear how people formulate their name for their businesses, right? How did
Yes,
their name
yes,
erect? How did it become so unique to them and personal? And when you get to hear this story, that really make you more inquisitive to know more. Like, wow, this really resonate with you and how you're able to really form your business around this name and how it's so monumental to you as it starts to build on what you're doing in your business. Now you
absolutely.
stated you gave this laundry list of why you're comfy and cute. Why did you find the need to have those items to and not sell ball gown, not to sell those bodycon, or not to sell things that hey, what many women will go after? Why did you find that? Why did you see there was a need to go after comfy and cute?
So let me tell you, I fell into it by accident, honestly.
Mm,
Originally, I wanted to sell handbags. I wanted to do accessories, jewelry, and things like that, which I used to sell with my Jewels by Joan with my grandmother, where she sold those type of things. And so I was like, I'm gonna create my own handbag, and and which I did. I created a handbag. I created some jewelry, some earrings. I have a lip gloss, all the kinds of things, right? And so I was like, well, I got to have some type of apparel, like a cute sweatsuit, a shirt, something to go along with the handbags that I had done.
mm.
And when I did the sweatsuits, it was like that took off and it sold better than the handbags. So I was like, okay, we have something here. People really love the sweatsuits, the high waisted leggings, the way that they, help. I tell people we are grown women. Okay. So we have lived. So some of we have some living on us. And so the high waisted leggings and the way that the sweatsuits hold you in help with those curves that we have. And so that's how the apparel came to be and how we did the cute and comfy, because they were like, Cece, you got to make more colors. Cece, we need this. We need this. We love the sweatsuits. So the bags sold okay, but the sweatsuits went out they skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And so that was what we have become known for now. I haven't done a handbag since I did the original handbag.
Oh wow.
Because I just have found that wasn't where my market was. That's not where my customers were.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, I'm going to give the people that are buying from me what they want. And what they wanted was the sweatsuit, the cute and comfy. And so that's how we fell into it. It wasn't my actual intention.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
And
was
that's
not
good
my
because you
intention.
saw a supply and a need. You saw the need and you went after it.
Absolutely.
So, because I truly agree with the company. Of course, traveling, I am a sweats girl now. When I was younger, my mom would always, we would dress up. I don't know if that's just an island thing, but before, of course, 9/11, we would always dress up to go to the airport. And I thought
Airport.
it was just a normal thing. And again, my family's from the island. So that was like a number one thing that they would always do. And I was just like, okay. But then as I got older and started to travel more, I said, okay, something has to give because at this point, us going through TSA, going through, this was before Clear and before
Yes.
pre-checking came
Yes.
about. I was like, something has to give. I still want to look cute. I still want to look nice. So yes, I totally agree with the sweats. There are so many ways that you can wear your sweats, and it's just not your typical sweats because they come in all patterns, colors, design, just to make it more
Absolutely.
eye-catching and to at least look like you still feeling cute and comfortable. So that's
Absolutely.
that's amazing. So now with all of this, how did you how did you start working like with celebrities? Like how did CC started to form outside and started to get more with around, various people within the community? How did she network? How did this company start to take off? May I ask?
Well, what I will tell you is, I mean, social media is a great platform, right?
Yeah.
We know that we use it. It has grown people. People, you can gain notoriety and different things like that. And so I started to grow my community online, especially through Instagram. And once I grew my community, I started going out and started going to conferences. And this was like at the right on the cusp as we were coming out of COVID. So
Okay.
things were opening back up because I was strictly online, just doing like lives and different things like that. And everybody was at home shopping. So we was having a good time. It was Friday night lives and we were doing the daggone thing. But what happened is once I started going out, I started seeing more conferences because I had, made some money doing, I was able to afford to be able to go to these different conferences, would put you in front of different people and put you in the rooms with people. And so I am a firm believer, and I preach to my young ladies at the She Ready movement, closed mouths don't get fed. And I use this award winning personality that God has given me and my grandmother, who has instilled various things within me. And I open my mouth and I go up to people and I say, "Hey, I'm Cece. How are you today? I have an amazing brand. Can I give you this free gift? Can I give you this?" I do not shy away from the opportunity. If I need a pitch, I'm a pitch in front of you. If I need to stand up, if there's a volunteer, if there's something, I'm right there because I am a true believer in closed mouths don't get fed. And so honestly, that is what has helped me along the way to be able to get the different things. When I pitched for my Yale Organics, that was because one, I bought a VIP ticket. Okay. So sometimes people want to skimp, but I bought a VIP ticket and she allowed people in the VIP to pitch in front of her. And so I got up there, I pitched about my sweatsuits, I pitched about what we had going on, and she asked me what was my secret sauce. And I
Mm.
said, guess what my secret sauce is? Me.
Come on.
Okay. I said, you can buy leggings from somebody else. You can buy whatever if you want to go to Target, but you're buying into the Cecilia J. You're buying into my brand. You're buying into my vision. You're buying into the legacy that I am upholding of my grandmothers. And so I told them, you can find a bunch of stuff everywhere else. Lululemon sells tracksuits. All kinds of people sell tracksuits, but you're going to want to buy this one because of what we have to offer, the way that which we present our products to people. And you're a lot of times you're buying and supporting small businesses and large businesses because you buy into the story. You buy into why they formulated, why did they start the business, why are they doing what they are doing now, what are they doing in the community. That is why you purchase and why you support from various businesses, large or small. And so that is what has afforded me. Tabitha Brown, that was a straight cold call, straight DM and Instagram. I just, I was like, send me an address. That's all I need. And
Yeah.
that's what I'll tell people. Send me an address and I'm gonna send you a package. And that's
Mm.
how that relationship began. The Mayo organic relationship was amazing. I was able to go to her secret sauce retreat 2 years. Actually, I think I did 3 years in a row. It was amazing. Dr. Kim Lee King, celebrity makeup artist. She's been amazing. She wear the sweatsuits every day, all day. She loves them. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I started, I was like, please just let me send you some product. We can't be afraid to get out the box or speak up about our businesses. If we don't, who will? If I don't believe in me, if I don't believe that I'm worth it, if I don't believe that I deserve the success, or I don't believe that I think that a celebrity should be wearing my stuff, how am I, if I don't speak up for myself, who else is going to do it? So we have to have that confidence. We have to have the confidence to know that we can do it. You can speak up and it's okay. If you fumble over your words and keep going. You know what I'm saying? There, because trust me, celebrities and those type of people have been there where you were.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
They weren't always at the top. They had to grow and learn just like you're growing and learning. So I am a firm believer in that. And a lot of times that is how I have gotten to where I've I open my mouth. I am not afraid. I'm not going to sit back. I'm not going to just be the person in the room. No, I'm going to raise my hand. I'll go into a room. They be like, that daggone CC. You absolutely right.
And I ditto everything. I ditto everything. I ditto everything. Yes, I say it again. I ditto everything because I am a firm believer. God has given you the tools to go ahead and start what needs
Absolutely.
to be done. At the end of the day, you have to fight for what's yours. You have to go out there and what you have stated. I am solely the denominator to that. I totally agree. I sign off on the bottom. I am the co-signer because I am
All
a true
right.
believer. Closed mouth do not get fed.
Yes, it,
In order to push you forward, because you are your brand, you
yes,
are your business, and if you do not open, you are closed. And God is saying this is the
absolutely.
time that you need to present yourself. And I think people need to realize that fear will always be there, but faith is bigger than fear. So if you
Absolutely.
constantly jump out there, even if you saying, hey, go in the DM, go in the inbox, email, what's the worst that can happen? They respond. They say, hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Because the Bible says to lose a little is to gain a lot. And I guarantee you, by you keep giving your product out, you never know how that 1, 2, 3, 8, 19 become your $1,000,000. You never know. You're one step closer to success. And that's only because you took that leap of faith, knowing that, yes, you're thinking that you're hurting yourself, but in reality, you're only helping
You know,
yourself.
you're
So
exactly.
I am here with
And it
all,
takes one. It takes
and
literally
that's
one. I
it.
tell people
One.
all I need is one big yes.
That's
I
it.
don't
That's
need,
it.
I don't need, thousands of people. All it's going to take is that one right person that's going to be like, you know what? You got something. I believe in you. I appreciate you for stepping out. And even when we do it afraid, it's
Yeah.
okay. Because many times I'm like, oh, people think you got all this confidence, but I'm shaking in my boots. You don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna get up here and do it. I don't know what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. I say and pray and say, Lord, give me the right words to say. Give me the thing, the connections. You know what I'm saying? But we just
Yeah.
got to do it afraid. And all it takes is one person. So you
One.
never know. So I never back down.
Come on.
Never, ever back down.
Come on. And people need
Yeah,
to understand failure births success because every
absolutely.
time you fail, that only got you closer to your
That's
success.
the way you
Because
going.
without telling
Absolutely.
the test, there won't be a testimony.
That
So
what, hey,
I am
come
here
on
for
now.
it, Cece. Yes, I am totally here for it. Yes, yes, yes. So after these messages, we're going to continue to talk to my guest, Cece. Not only she's a business entrepreneur, a woman on that side, she also is an activist in her community and so much more. And she may tell us a little secret that who she's been working with, who she had the pleasure of being in the presence. Because you never know, God always constantly opening doors, people. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow Coffee with Joy. So after these messages, we're going to continue to talk to my guest, Cece. Stay tuned. Want to elevate your game? Want to reach an engaged audience? Have no fear. Advertise your business on our podcast. Connect with us, the Coffee with Joy Talk Show podcast, and let's grow together. Email us, and we surely look forward to hear from you. Welcome back to Coffee with Joy. So excited to have you all in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow Coffee with Joy. So we're so ever grateful to have you here. We're here. We normalize all difficult conversation. I am so excited to have my guest, Cece. We're going to bring her back on. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey,
We're going
darling.
to, hey, yes, Cece. So can you please tell us what's, thank you so much for sharing your story behind your brand,
Absolutely.
why the brand is so important to you. And it just wasn't, okay, I'm just going to name it. It came with some thought. It came with a full reasoning. Like I tell you, I'm like a 4-year-old sitting at the bottom of, grandma knees listening like, wow, it's always great to hear. But not only are you servicing women, but you also servicing young ladies within the community. So can you tell us about your nonprofit and how did that start and how and where do you plan to continue to take that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So my passion, my girls, my young ladies, I call them my young women. So I have begun, it's called the She Ready movement. And the She Ready movement is all about servicing young ladies from the ages of 13 to 18. So we primarily focus on high school young women. And we talk about education, empowerment, and entrepreneurship. And we embody the she who is ready will always wins. I call it the she ready, she wins spirit. So that is what we are all about. I tell the people who have donated, who have poured into the She Ready movement at this nonprofit, that somebody has to come behind us. Young women there has to be another CC. There has to be another Coffee with Joy. There has to be another person that is coming up behind us because we know that this life, Our lifespan will end. And so how are we fueling our young ladies to come behind us to do the things, to blaze the trails that we are blazing? Okay. Somebody had to have the idea to start Coffee with Joy. You did. You know what I'm saying? But you probably saw somebody in media, somebody in television that you emulated, that you wanted to be, Oprah, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I am passionate about teaching the young women and helping them to their next. So we focus on high school young ladies because we do a lot of career readiness. We do a lot of things for college preparedness. And we also do a lot of empowerment. We also teach them about being valued and being worthy, showing up as your best authentic self. Okay. Making sure that you look how you're supposed to look when you go into interviews and you going. And so when you're sitting at the table, people will take you seriously. They will understand you. And it's not downplaying or putting your authenticity underneath the table. You're showing up as your authentic self, but also you have the business etiquette. You have the personal etiquette to be able to know how to handle yourself in those situations. So we teach them, we do pitch competitions with them to teach them public speaking, to be able to present themselves in the right way. We do career roundtables. We do health and wellness with them. We do a myriad of things with them throughout the entire school year. And so right now we're focused in schools where we bring the program to the schools and meet with them every single month on various topics. And then we usually have showcases and different things at the end of the year. Of course, they love the pitch competition because they can win cold hard cash for the pitch competition. So, and I tell them it's not just a pitch competition for those that have businesses. This is a pitch competition where you may have a hobby, you may need an outlet, and you may say, I want to be an artist. This is something that it helps my mental health, it helps me to cope. And I don't have money for supplies to buy pencils and paper and different things like that. You can pitch for that. You can pitch for college fees. So it's not just about businesses, because not everybody will be a business owner or an entrepreneur. We need the runners, we need the doers as entrepreneurs to be able to help us and to be able to fuel the vision. And so some people will be those people.
Yeah.
And they may need an outlet. They may need something that they want to do on the side or different things like that. And so that's why they can pitch for a myriad of things. So the She Ready movement, I'm excited. We are a 501c3. We have all of our things set up. It was a labor of love because if anybody knows in the nonprofit space, it takes time, it takes effort to get all of these things done for your company. And so we were able to get everything done. And so we're actively applying for grants. And I just have a true passion for my young ladies because I know that our young men are suffering, but our young women are suffering too. And sometimes we think that women have it together, but we know that we are the backbone of a lot of families. We know that we hold on to a lot of traumas that we should not. And so I want to pour into, I have seen so much in this short period of time. I've started the nonprofit in 2021. I've seen so much in this short period of time and the impact that it has had on a lot of the young ladies' lives who we are working with day in and day out. I have a young lady, I couldn't believe when we started the school year. I said, you've been with me since ninth grade. You're about to leave me next year. She's a junior. I said, you already been with me, CC, 3 years. And I remember when she first walked through the door, you know, to see her grow, to see her maturity level, to see the things that she's doing now in her life. It warms my heart. And so that's why I'm so passionate about, giving back to my community, doing the various things to make sure that there is a next for them.
Yeah.
Because it can't just be, let me figure it out on Miss Cece.
Wow. No, that's totally fact.
Sure
and
that what that next is, let me help you to that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're all about for them.
And, and you would think that in 2024, we will have everything, right? But no, we still do not. We still going through many issues, just like it's just new, right? It's just modern day, like a lot of things that we thought was oblivious, that should not be here. It's just here, but it's more contemporary. It's just showing itself in a way where everyone needs help, and especially because again, like you stated, if we don't have that foundation, how are we going to continue to grow if somebody do not lend that hand backwards and really show and really provide? Because at the end of the day, many kids are yearning. They're looking for that. They are. But if they don't have that guidance or direction or how to shape, and it only takes probably twice a month, just to be able to, because you never know what seed you are planting into an individual. So I think that's truly great, because as much as, like you stated, when women people look at women, especially Black young ladies, like, oh yeah, they already look hard, they supposed to be the pillar, they're supposed to be strong.
Yes,
They're still children. They still
they
young
are.
ladies. Yes, under that, we have to be tough, but we're still delicate. We still want to be little girls, and it's really shaping and helping them, only because you see the adult. Because I say young girls, but I even say the women. Many women are growing up, and they really do not know. They
They
don't know
don't.
how. Giving birth doesn't mean, oh yeah, I'm here to give you all the tools you need, whether you're my son or daughter. It's a lot of stuff I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I need help with. And a lot of women do not know, especially when we just talking about self-awareness, self-reflect, or self-hygiene. It's a lot of stuff that I don't know to carry on. So helping these young ladies now, just to show just the basic. I remember back in college, I had this whole thing, getting back to the basic and new millennium. That was my whole tagline. And it wasn't to put us back, but it's just the simple things that a lot of young girls don't know, as far as how to put on a button, how to
Correct.
cook. And those are things you would think one will know, but and nowadays we don't have big mama in the house. We don't have mom in the house to really show us, because mama's at work, don't know how to put those things together. We want you to work, but we haven't taught you how to self-care. We haven't
Yes,
taught you how to self-manage. We haven't taught you how to, because again, you and I both flown. When you get into the airplane, what's the first thing they do? Secure your mask. And
exactly.
if you can't secure yours, I know it's going to be detrimental for the future. Because again, what you have and what you think that you're spewing out, it's not really developing anyone. Because again, it wasn't taught. It was just, I smelled this, I smelled that, I put it together, and it became okay. It became what it is. And it's not to say
Exactly.
there's a right or wrong. It's just that I was not taught. So by me roaming this earth, I pick up this smell, I pick up this smell, and it became mine. And that's quite a few people's story, when life is quote unquote hard, because my heart may be worse than yours.
Yes, yes. And
I
we
don't know
all
what a
have our different,
correct.
struggles and different, things in life that, what may be been a trauma to me may
Correct.
not be a trauma to you.
Correct.
We the different priority levels that we put on it. And so that's what it's all about, kind of just being there for them. And a
Yeah.
lot of them just need an outlet. They
Yeah.
just need somebody to talk to, somebody to encourage them, sometimes to have that caring voice. I have a young lady who she calls me all the time because she has
Mm.
so many ideas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, you got brilliant ideas,
Yeah.
but we got to hone in so that you can get one thing accomplished.
Yeah.
But she just like, I don't know, Miss CC, because I just have so many ideas. And I say, I know you
Yeah.
got beautiful ideas, but how can we formulate it so that you can at least have one thing accomplished and take one step at a time so that you can get it accomplished for yourself, so that you can say, okay, at least I got this one thing off of the ground and I was able to accomplish it. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. A lot of time that has been lost.
Yeah.
A lot of that, what you're talking about, how you picking it up. Yes, we want you to work, we want you to be successful. Corporate America, climb the corporate ladder. Nobody can deny you. You can do it. And yes, you can. Absolutely. But what did you lose on that corporate line? Did you lose
Yeah.
self-respect? Did you lose your self-worth? Did you lose, not realizing that you were worthy, that you were valued, that you deserve the best, that you deserve to be loved how you should be
Yeah.
loved? you know and so that is what we are teaching them, and making sure that they know that we're pouring into them, into their mental health. We have mental health professionals that come in and do exercises and different things with
Okay.
them, talking about the anger. What do you do when you feel upset? How do you react? We do etiquette, because my grandmother used to take me, let me tell you, she took me to Red Lobster. She used to take me and my cousins to Red Lobster once a month. And Red Lobster was a big deal back in the day, okay? It ain't that, I mean, people they flossing nowadays, but Red Lobster was a big deal back in the day, okay? And she took me to Red Lobster so that she could teach us how to eat at a restaurant. She said, get them elbows off the table. Not everybody has that.
Yeah.
But Miss Cece is here. Her team is here to help you, so that you realize that when you're in a restaurant now, you've climbed the corporate ladder, but you can't sit at a dinner and know how to hold a conversation, know how to have small talk, know how to, handle yourself when you're in those type of spaces. So that's what we're here for. And that's why we believe in she who is ready will always win. So that's
Amen.
why I tell them, you have to stay ready. You have to
Yes.
be ready in any situation, whatever it is, because if you are ready when the moment comes. If I had said, "Oh, I'm not going to pitch. I'm not ready. I don't have a sweatsuit. I don't have anything like that." How would I have won the money from my Yale Organics to get that I won in that pitch competition?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if I
Yeah.
didn't say I'm not ready, oh,
Yeah.
let me just sit here because I'm not ready. We teaching our young women to be ready because we want you to win in every situation that you are in.
Amen. Now, if anybody would like to join She's Ready, how are they able to join as far as like any woman would like to, volunteer or help in various areas? So, want to come out if they have a profession or expertise, how can they reach you or what do they need to do to apply?
Absolutely. We accept, I am just anybody who wants to volunteer, come volunteer. Anybody who wants to pour into the young lady, come pour into the young ladies. We have a career fair, the pitch competitions, all of the different things that we do within the schools that we visit. We are more than happy to accept people who want to come and to volunteer with us. So all you have to simply do is email info@the Cecilia J. That is it. I will direct you. I will give you, we'll probably end up having a phone conversation, give you my cell phone number, all of that. But it's info at the Cecilia J, CECILIAJ.com. Email us, get in touch with us. We do work in the DC and Prince George's County areas in the DMV. We have done some work in some of the schools in Virginia as well, but that is where our primary focus is in some of the underserved areas. So we welcome volunteers. We welcome anybody who wants to pour into the young lady to say, "Oh, this is where I need to be. Come on and join Cece." Okay.
Woo woo, because I know the help out there, they want to give it. Well, I don't want to hold
Yes.
you too long,
Yes.
but I do want to squeeze this little bit in, because
Yes.
this
Okay.
is such a great conversation. Like, whoo. You had the opportunity of working with Miss Judy. Now, of
Yes.
course, I was a stalker. Just want to let you know, people, not that way. I was a stalker. Meaning, I was like, wow, God, I know you doing it for CZ. I know you're gonna do it for the rest of us. Because hey, the blessings are close. I'm out the window looking. Like,
Amen. Amen.
can you just share with us like the enjoyment? Like what, like the overflow. Your business is there, it's penetrating, it's meeting new people, it's on the heights, it's
Absolutely.
on a whole new level. Like, what was the overall experience and so much more? I can't even get the question out because I'm just like, again, sitting on the carpet, listening to actually get to hear just
Yes.
a snippet
Oh,
of
Judy.
your excitement.
Yes, Judy Jessica was amazing. That's another example of closed mouth, don't get fed. I opened my mouth. She did something during Christmas, and she was like, "I'm going to bring entrepreneurs in to see my inner workings, to pour into them, to show them, to help them to their next, to help them in any type of way that she could." And so she didn't. All she said was tag, entrepreneurs, but it turned into a whole thing. And so I said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a video." And I'm gonna get everybody in my family, my friends, different thing. All I told them to do was give me a 2-second video and says, "Judy, choose CC. Judy, choose Cecilia. Judy, choose." And so I put that video together and was like, "It's your girl CC from DC. You need to choose me as one of your entrepreneurs to come out there and come see you because this is where it's at." Okay, Judy. So I did the video. And what happened was when she did the announcement for everybody to come in, I was not on the list. So I was like, "Oh, I didn't get it. I'm so, I was like, I'm congratulating." And one of my friends who I knew, she got it. So I was happy for her. I called her screaming. I was like, "Girl, yes, yes, yes." So maybe like no, not even maybe like a couple of days later, I get a DM from Judy herself. And I was like, "Okay, okay, okay." She was like, "There was a mistake, and you were one of the ones that was supposed to win." She said, "We just forgot to put the name or something happened with." And I was like, "For real? Oh my God, I really." She was like, "Yes." Judy screenshot and screen recorded the text messages between her and her team to prove to me. And I was like, she didn't have to do all this, but I'm telling you, this is the type of person that she is. She sent that to me and was like, "No, you were on the list. Somehow when I did the live, I just didn't have your name." She was like, "Send an email to this. You're part of the group. Da 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 da. You're coming to Atlanta." And the rest was history. I was like, oh my gracious, I can't believe that I actually won. Cause I had told my mom, I told my friends and family, I was like, y'all, I didn't get it. I thank y'all. But I was like, oh my God. And I sent the DM like to my cousins and my son, they into, they know my goddaughter, she real, social media savvy. I was like, is this for real? Y'all think she's saying that I really won? They was like, yes, Cece, you really, yes. She's trying to tell you that you won. I said, okay. It was amazing. She was a beautiful host. She was able to, we saw the inner workings of her kaleidoscope warehouse. She did one-on-ones with us. She was able to pour into us. We got a whole photo shoot. We got TikToks because I'm not that huge on TikTok. I need to be better on TikTok, but she, had her social media experts there helping us through different things. And she was just a real sweetheart. And she just loves to give. You could tell that's her love language, that she really is. And she's very genuine with her giving. I will say that as well. So it was a beautiful weekend. I was tired boots. When I came back home, I had to sleep for like a day because child, we didn't sleep at all. We was like up. She was like, y'all be ready. The vans was waiting for us, downstairs at the hotel. I mean, it was an all expense paid trip. I didn't pay for anything, my flight, my hotel, or anything like that. She gave us gift baskets. It was beautiful. Her team was beautiful. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity. And so that's what I tell people. I'm like, if I hadn't did that, if I had just said, oh, tag at Cecilia J, no, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna speak up because I believe in me. So we have to believe. If it don't start here, then it's no way I should be working with young women. It's no way I should be hitting this brand and trying to gain exposure and to do the things that I'm doing if I don't believe in myself and I can't speak up for my own company. So I'm like, it's like almost I have to do it. Even when I'm nervous, even when I'm afraid, it's almost a mandate that I have to do it. So that was my Judy experience. She was amazing. I had some gifts for her. Y'all saw, I don't know if y'all saw the video. She was in the airport wearing her sweatsuit, Cecilia J sweatsuit. So she really enjoyed it. So I was like, it was a beautiful time. I thank God. I'm grateful that I was able to experience that.
Wow. I'm telling you, I'm just like literally a 4-year-old sitting at the knees listening to the story, like, keep going. Oh my God. Like, I am just like overjoyed because, for one, God is doing something. He's saying,
Yes,
don't
he
give up.
is.
I'm telling you, I'm showing you. Just, it takes time. I ain't
Amen.
got it.
Hey.
I'm prepping you. Everybody
Yes,
want microwave, everybody want air fryer, but right now I'm giving you oven status. Even
absolutely.
grandpa, it's okay. And once people hearing your story, knowing that it's jumping out on faith, whether you want to
Absolutely.
do it, even you do it scared, you do it ugly, you do it wrong, but you never know when
Absolutely.
you're doing something right. But again, you got to start. You got to
You do.
do
You
it.
have to
You
just
got
get
to
out
jump.
there. And
Correct.
one of a great mentor told me, she's been in the beauty industry for over 30 something, almost 40 something years. I'm telling you, she told me, because I've told her the struggle. I mean, like, entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
Yeah.
Anybody who is watching this, I know, Joy, you understand this wholeheartedly. But she said, Cece, those that endure. And these words stick with me because 2020, end of 22, 2023, and into 24 wasn't is not it. People may think, it's a whole bunch going on. But baby, behind the scenes, baby, if I could tell you about the money that I lost, about the vendors who didn't come through on the sweatsuits that I ordered, about how I'm still fighting money from overseas to get money. Do you understand the customers that have lacked off, the things that have gone? If I could tell you all of those things, you understand what I'm saying? But she said those that endure. Those that endure. And so that's what I have kept my mantra. I keep on going no matter what. I'm going to show up. I'm going to smile. I'm going to give you a word of encouragement. I'm going to motivate you because trust me, as I'm talking, I'm motivating myself. Okay. I'm encouraging myself. So I'm going to show up as myself. I'm not going to sit here with my head held down and say, I just can't figure it out. When I went with Judy, that my business wasn't, yeah, I have all of these different people in my sweatsuits and people have gotten them, but the sales weren't coming in. I'm like, Judy, what I'm gonna do to get the sales in? We talk strategy like that. She tried to help me with some strategies, things that I could do, the different things. So I'm just like, it's all good, but we still got to do the work. we still have to do the work behind the scenes. So don't think it's just a yellow. I tell people we skipping down the yellow brick road because we not.
Come on, come
But
on.
God is faithful. Okay. And
Yes.
I keep those words in my head, those that endure. And so I am enduring because I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. I'm
Yeah.
not, none of that is going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to push forward, even for my girls at the She Ready movement.
Yeah.
If it comes out of my pocket and it comes out of my friends and my family pocket. When
Yeah.
I go get them the stuff that they need for the meetings, that's here because we haven't really won any grants. Now ask me how many grant applications I done put in. Over 100, over there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm actively applying, but hey, I tell all I need is one for you.
One. That's it.
And God will give me that one. Do you
Correct.
understand?
Correct.
Because
Correct.
I have faith and trust me, I've sown the seed. So I know He's gonna give me that one. So I'm enduring, I'm keep on going. And that's how we just stay blessed. That's how we push,
Yeah.
and that's how we strengthen one another to
Yeah.
our next.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's such a great mouthful. I don't even want to taint the conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm
No.
like literally everything you're saying, I'm just like, you can't see me doing it, but I'm doing it mentally.
Come on.
Sticky note
I get it.
everywhere. Because again, just to hear your story, just awakening for me. Told you, Joy, you're not alone. I told you. I got
Nope.
you. God
Nope.
said, I got you. You're not alone. Don't worry. I got you. So everything that you're saying is not ricocheted, it's sticking. It's
Yes.
adding to
Yes.
it's adding to those little crevices where doubt tried to play in. You know, worryation come in, stress come in, you know,
Yes.
self-doubt, you know, all those, but it was filled in what you were saying. And I take it as a grain of salt and say, yes, Lord, I hear you. Like inside, like I said, you can't see it, but inside I'm doing cartwheels, I'm doing flips.
I know that's right.
You know, if I'm able to write it down while you're talking, I promise you, I'll go back and I'm gonna take notes because again, it's great to hear that, you know, God is utilizing so many people in so many ways that you're not alone.
Yes.
No man on this earth is no man or one man on this earth is walking without issues or problems. Some may look like they could put it together, but again, comparison is the thief of your success. So don't look at someone and think, oh yeah, they got it together. Remember, they had to work there too. They
sure
may
did.
have it together on their arena, but just like you stated, if I'm able to tell you the whole truth, some of y'all would have quit before you even pick up the pen. You see?
Yes.
So, but again, like you said, you must endure. So out of all of that, you know, you doing your business, being whole, a wife, a mother, community activist, what keeps Cece whole? What keeps her mental together? What keeps her whole, everything together so that she doesn't lose sight or lose faith, or even though we know that's not going to happen, but just to make sure everything's up to par, health, your mental, everything all together. The 360 is all together.
Absolutely. It's an everyday walk. And I tell people we have to be intentional about it. I am very intentional about my self-care, about the self-love and pouring back into myself. So if it's not a nails and hair thing, it's not a massage thing. Okay. This is a therapy. This is a spiritual guidance. This is seeking God. This is getting into your word. This is taking time to quiet the noise around you and spend time with yourself and be intentional about what you want in life and how you are going to show up for other people and show up for yourself. And so I do some things. I have affirmations. I tell myself every day, you walk in abundance. Yeah. You have joy, you have peace. Okay. I tell people, it says, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I am so fine. Me and God are aligned. I walk in joy. I have peace. I walk in great expectation of what God is going to do for me today. Amen. Okay. Those are things that I'm saying to myself every single day so that I am fortifying my spirit man and fortifying my mental capacity so that I know that I deserve the best. And whatever comes my way that day, I'm going to be able to handle it. I'm going to be able to deal with it. And then I'm going to be able to move on to the next. I'm a very solution-oriented person. So I spend little time on the problem. Yeah, I understand the problem. I see where, and we can have lessons learned. We can have lessons learned and figure out how we should do for the next one. But I am very like, okay, how are we going to fix it? What is the solution? And how are we moving on to the next? I'm not going to keep dwelling on the problem. That's just not Cece. That's just not how I'm built. Amen. And I'm also a glass half full type person. So I'm always looking at the positive. I'm always looking at, the fullness of what a situation is going to bring with me versus the negativity that it's going to bring. And so when you fortify your mindset, When you can change this here, it will change everything for you. So I know I deserve to be on a talk show, on your syndicated talk show. I know I deserve to have the best. I know I deserve to be in the front fort, and I know I deserve to be in the limelight. And it's not a cockiness or
Yeah.
something that I think that, is like, oh, she thinks she all of that, or she did this. No, I know I'm all of that, but it's only because of the confidence in the God, as the song says, the God in me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about, I know, because for me, when I blow up, however many people that I'm going to be able to help, however many people that's coming behind me, all of the young ladies, all of my family, all of my friends, it ain't just about me.
Yeah.
I'm doing this a lot of times because I know that is what it's going to do for my community.
Yeah.
And that includes friends, family, and the alike. So we got to stop thinking that we can just, now, we don't want you to be, arrogant.
Yeah.
But we got to stop thinking that we don't deserve the success, or we don't deserve the limelight, or we don't deserve the shine that we get, because we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do. You took a beautiful picture one day. Post it. Say I look good. Say I love it. Because if not, who will?
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? So don't think that you don't deserve that. When I look at other people, I admire them. I love Monique Rodriguez from Mael Organics because what she has done. And I'm just like, look how God has blessed her. Trust and believe. If he gonna do it, he gonna definitely do it for Cece. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I was like, girl, and I just want to clap. I want to clap. I want to give her flowers. I want to give those that deserve it, because I'm telling you, he's going to do it for us. You got to trust him and trust his timing.
Yeah.
Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Don't go down that lane of, this, because social media will have you all twisted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it in its tracks. Tell the devil that he has no place here, and you move forward with your positivity and within the correct mindset that you have to do to be able to, because you deserve the success. You
Amen.
are worthy of it.
And you heard it, people. See, I put 3 exclamation points behind
You know
that.
what I'm
You
saying?
are worthy. You
If more of
deserve
us thought like that, we would be a lot further on. I'm gonna tell you that right
Oh yeah.
now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Self positive talk would definitely
Yes.
enhance and move you to the next level.
Yes.
I am a firm believer, of course, looking at my cup half full and not half empty, because I did
Yes.
something right. I got somewhere.
Absolutely.
So I truly agree. Because again, I don't want to take that, because that's perfect segue to end our show. Again, thank you so much, CC, for We Are
Thank
Worthy.
you. This was so
We
much
can
fun.
do it.
I know we could have talked on and on.
You know, girl, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
But
This has been
it's
truly.
because we have a passion for what we are doing. I
Yes.
love what you're doing. I love your beautiful smile. I love how you show up for yourself and for your community. And that's what it's all about. And so we will be connected. We will stay forever connected so that we can do this work together. Wherever I can feel you, I will feel you. Wherever I can push, I will push.
Yeah.
It's just, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, we will get nowhere. But
Yeah.
us together, Shay.
Be a force to be reckoned with.
Hello.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love
Yes.
it. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time.
Thank you so much, Cece. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for commenting. I mean, this has been, if you are an entrepreneur and you had any doubt, I know it's been reversed. I know it has been taken out. I know you can listen to this over and over and over. Cece has dropped so many gems. She has shared her pinpoints of life, how she started, how she got her name, and where she is going. So keep in mind, if it happened for her, God's saying it can happen for you. But again, we must stay the course. We must endure.
Absolutely.
You must keep going. So please make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow Coffee with Joy. For we'd love to have you. If you would love to be a guest on Coffee with Joy, please make sure that you go to our email, thecoffeewithjoyshow@gmail.com. Or if you look on the ticker below, you can go to our website, which is thecoffeewithjoyshow.com. We would love to have you. We would love to hear your story, your testimonial, or what expertise you have. Again, Coffee with Joy is all about normalizing a difficult conversation. We got to start somewhere, whether that's verbal, nonverbal. So keep in mind, if you'd like to patronize our company, please make sure that you follow our QR codes. We'll love any amount we do to keep our company going. But we just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for everyone who watched the voting system. And again, please let us know your comments below. What you think about entrepreneurship, and what are your thoughts about the voting process? For we know this is it. The votes are in. So keep in mind, if it's a weekday or a weekend, it is Coffee with Joy. Until then, you all live life on purpose. See you all soon.